Hey Saxons, welcome back to school and welcome back to Finn. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd.
In general school news, FCCLA is doing a community service project selling socks to help amputee kids in Africa receive a leg. Buy a 3-pack of socks directly from an FCCLA member at lunch on Fridays in the cafeteria, or look for the QR code around the school. For every 90 packs of socks sold, one child receives a leg.
Enter the Ferris Pet Photo Contest before May 9th. $2 for one entry or $5 for 3. Paid to the business office. Send photos to Mr. Cox.
You are invited to come watch Thesperados on Thursday, February 24th at 7 p.m. in the Ferris Auditorium. Here's a look at the team in action.
I'm in Thesperados because I like improv and I like theater, and in high school there's not much you can do like in school besides like plays, theater class, the musical.
I'd say the best part is I like hanging out with everyone, and it's nice because it's pretty funny. Like, it's pretty easy to laugh, and I don't have to try super hard to be funny, and it's just like a nice group of people.
All these years, I've liked squid. All these years. Is my mom, does she know? I've been on the team since the end of my freshman year, and I have learned so much about improv. I've made so many friends through it. It really helped me break out of my shell.
Okay, we're gonna make a tourniquet, and we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you get this blood. Take a deep breath. Ready?
It's really great. You get a lot of sense of community, and it's really nice being part of a team where you can make other people laugh and just feel good about themselves as they're laughing. Just have a lot of fun.
The people. You really can't beat the people on Thesperados. No matter what kind of day I'm having, I always come and try to help them, and they always come and make me laugh.
You should come to our show because we can make you laugh, and it is so fun, and you can boogie along with us, and yeah, we'll just have a great time.
Our next Thesperados show is February 24th.
In club news, GSA meets 2:45 to 3:15 p.m. every Monday in Miss Cashmitter's room, M102.
If you're interested in joining Freshman Council, there is a meeting every Wednesday after school in room M508.
Math Club meets today from 2:45 to 3:45 p.m. in Mr. Rye's room, M116.
Ferris for Christ meets every Wednesday in M114 after school until 3:30, and everyone is welcome.
There's a photography club meeting today in M511 right after school.
Creative Writing Club meets on Thursdays from 2:30 to 3:15 in Ms. Jones' room M201.
In sports school news, anyone interested in playing baseball needs to attend an after-school meeting today, February 23rd in M101. If you have any questions or can't make it, see Coach Brown.
Make sure to follow at Ferris Saxons on Instagram for school spirit photos and student announcements.
Thanks for watching. Stay safe, healthy, and 3 feet away. Stay tuned for some thoughts about Black History Month from Devani Little, President of the Black Student Union.
Once merely Negro History Week, Black History Month grew until it had to take your attention. Whether you have comments to make about the notion of this month or not, it's still important. Discrimination was once law, and that deserves to be heard. Founded by slave code and reinforced by Jim Crow and Black Code, segregation mandated the separation of races by law. More than just the back of the bus, more than just poor education, more than just daily harassment, segregation brought lynching, oppression, humiliation. Separate but equal being a well-known phrase to excuse this treatment. Beginning with what segregation truly was and where it came from is the only way to understand. Slave code was based on the ideology that Black Americans are just a good for one's own economic gain, with the goal of clearly restricting movement and freedom of Black Americans with legal backing within colonies. To white colonists, enslaved people were just merely an investment, and slave codes were a way of protecting them, blocking Black Americans from moving around and engaging in commerce that would allow them to become financially independent. Regulating any opportunities that would hint at the idea of freedom, and squashing the hope of revolts. After being freed, Black Americans were quickly introduced to Black Code. Passed in the 1860s with the goal of regulating the lives of newly freed Black Americans, forcing former enslaved people back onto plantations by, much like slave code, blocking their chances of becoming financially independent. Though ending in 1868, being quickly replaced with the infamous Jim Crow laws. With the same goals, Jim Crow laws were the most constitutional way to lessen the quality of life for Black Americans. segregating every part of daily life. First legitimately challenged by Plessy versus Ferguson, and the Supreme Court ruled segregation was legal as long as facilities were separate but equal. Over and over again, separate but equal is used to excuse the treatment of Black Americans. From the 1870s until the 1960s, Black Americans were being denied proper education, voting rights, controlled by extremely strict segregation laws. Yet this was still protected by separate but equal. Deeming Black Americans as merely incapable. It's not the disenfranchisement, it's not improper education, it's not the destruction of thriving Black communities that emerged. It's deemed a fault of our own. Huge turning points arose during the Second World War. Black soldiers and white soldiers side by side dying for this country. And yet at home, nothing changed. Tired of this treatment, this harassment, this merciless lynching, Black individuals, youth and elders alike, began to more blatantly challenge the notion of separate but equal, no longer allowing this oppression to control them. Black individuals like Claudette Colvin, Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali, they were fighting battles still being continued to be fought to this day by activists like Michelle Alexander, a prominent civil rights author with works like The New Jim Crow, Claudia Rankine, a poet and a voice speaking on the rights of Black Americans, Angela Davis, a professor and a political activist that risked jail time for this call to change, and even Pastor Sean Davis, here in our district, the BSU advisor across many schools, hoping to make a difference starting with teens. Black History Month is set in place in the name of remembrance, in the name of individuals who fought for the greater good, in the name of change. This is a time to celebrate. Although opinions vary and I may not know how you feel about this month, understanding the deep roots it holds for many students of color at Ferris is crucial to making Ferris a better place for everyone. Hopefully you'll give this some thought, or it'll cross your mind once or twice. Hopefully we've all learned most of what I told you and it was simply review. But perspective can always change our perceptions, because as the father of Black history said, the mere imparting of information is not education. And with that, happy Black History Month.